Hey guys, and welcome to my quest guide for the 2023 Members Quest Murder on the Border. So, onto the requirements. You will need to have completed the New Foundations quest, and then after that quest you will need to have built the Town Hall, Command Centre, Workshop and Chapel in Fort Verinthree to Tier 1. Skills required: there are no skills required for the quest. If you are Iron Man, you will need woodcutting at level 20, 12 crafting and 10 mining to be able to make the items that are required. Items: you will need 6 stone wall segments, 12 willow frames, and then some combat gear and food. And the only enemy to defeat is an assassin, which will scale to your combat level. Now, to start the quest, you need to head to Fort Verinthree, and we are going to go to the Town Hall, which is the northernmost building, and speak to Asta. Choose option 1, talk about murder on the border, and accept quest. Keep going through the chat, and for the next 2 options you can choose whichever option you want. When you finish talking, go over to the workshop on the west side and speak to Bill. Choose option 1, talk about murder on the border. And you're going to go through the chats talking about building the kitchen. For here you will need 12 willow frames and 6 stone wall segments. Check the plans and start building the kitchen tier 1. Click to start building. And then run over and start the building. It is just to the eastern side of the town hall. There are 3 construction hotspots. So go ahead and choose the gold one and start building. That is quickest way to do it. Just follow the gold one round, but if you want to AFK while doing this, it still builds just a little bit slower. I'm not going to skip the building on this one, so I'll just be quiet while this is building. I won't keep talking through, and then we can carry on once the kitchen is built. It takes about 4 to 5 minutes. So once the kitchen is built, we're going to head in to the town hall main building and speak to Asta once again. Choose option 1, talk about murder on the border. Once you finish talking, go out into the main center part of the fort. Just south of the well, you'll see a blue portal symbol. Click on that and choose option 1, yes, and that will start a cutscene. Now you will stand with Asta at the entrance to the fort, greeting guests as they arrive. There will come up a few options as you go through. It doesn't matter which options you choose. It makes no difference to the story. So go ahead, skip through the chat and choose the options that you want to choose. So once you gain control of your character again, we're going to head north into the town hall, and we need to speak to 3 different lots of guests in different areas. So once you get here, head to the western room and go ahead and speak to one of the people in there. It doesn't actually matter who you speak to. If any of them come up with options to choose, it doesn't make any difference which one you choose. Hold down spacebar and go through the chat. Next, head up the stairs. And speak to someone on the first floor. It doesn't matter which room. Now, it will come up when you spoke to them that it's registered the speaking, so if it doesn't come up that you've spoke to guests, you'll need to do it again. Head back downstairs into the main room and speak to someone in the main central room. When asked to start speaking, choose option 1. Yes, let's start the feast. And you'll head into a cutscene. Just go through the chat. Any options that come up make no difference to the story, so just choose whichever option you want. Once the cutscene is over, speak to Asta. You can choose any option, makes no difference. And then she will give you a mystery journal. So now we need to start investigating the murder. So first, you're going to go back into the kitchen and investigate the nut roast, which is on the table in the southeast corner of the room. Next, we're going to head up to the northern gates. And then just southeast of the gate, you will see a strange satchel next to a rock. Go ahead and investigate that. Choose any option. Next, we need to go up to the town hall again. Just outside the town hall, you will see Simon. Go ahead and speak to him. Then choose option 2, link a clue to Simon. And then click on the How to Poison Dummies for Dummies and click Link. Finish going through the chat with Simon. Then you can close the book and head into the kitchen. Search the supply cupboard just to the south and take a hollyhock, which is option 1, and then you can choose option 4 to leave. So next we're going to head up to the northern gate again and search the strange satchel. It's the same satchel we searched earlier. Investigate and choose option 1, take a vial, and then option 4, leave. Next, go ahead and use the hollyhock on the poison detection potion. And then you will need to head to the kitchen again and cook this on the range. Once that's done, I'm going to head back into the main room of the town hall and use the poison detection potion on the Duke's meal. And choose option 2, use it on the Duke's meat pie. So finish going through the chat. And then next we're going to head out of the town hall and to the east into the chapel. And go ahead to speak to King Rold. Choose option 1, talk to King Rold. Then option 1, did you notice anything suspicious? And option 3, that's all for now. Next, head out and south to the command center. And then you're going to speak to Duchess Alba. Choose option 2, link a clue to Duchess Alba, and link the nut roast. Then go through the chat. And once you're done speaking, head north. And we're going to head to the northeastern corner above the chapel. And go ahead and search or investigate the half-buried box. Go through the chat. And then just southwest of the chapel, you will find Bianca. Go ahead and speak to her. Choose option 2 to link a clue to Bianca. And you're going to link the stolen jewellery. Go through the chat between Bianca and Asta. Choose any option when it comes up. Doesn't make any difference. Now on to the second part of the investigation. You will need combat gear here. Run into the town hall, right click on the staircase and go to the top floor. Go ahead and speak to Asta. Once you've gone through the chat, an assassin will appear. Go ahead and kill the assassin. It's not too difficult, but if you do die, Princess will kill the assassin for you. After he's dead, go ahead and speak to Asta again. And then search the assassin's body. Close the book. And speak to Asta once again. And then go and head down through the trapdoor, back down into the town hall. Head to the bottom floor. And head out into the main section near the well. And speak to King Rold. Go through the chat. Choose option 1, talk about the assassin. And then choose any option. Once you've finished going through the chat, go to the chapel and investigate the wax seal just on the northwestern corner of the chapel. Next, head over to the workshop on the western side. Choose option 2 to link a clue to Iris. And link the strange seal. Go through the chat with her and then you should get an amulet of Spaniel speak. Next, go to the town hall and investigate the burned parchment, which is on the floor near the fireplace. So once you finish going through the chat there, we're going to head southwest. And just next to the stone cutter at the workshop, you will find Princess, who's the dog. Go ahead and speak to the dog. Choose option 2, link a clue to Princess, and link the amulet of Spaniel speak. Once you've gone through the chat, head north of the workshop. Just against the wall, you will see a ladder on the western wall. Stand next to that and then speak to Princess once again. Investigate the miscellaneous items that appear on the floor. Next, we're going to go and stand next to Queen Ella Maria, who is near the well. And speak to Princess once again. And then next we're going to head inside the chapel and stand next to the altar. And speak to Princess once more. Go ahead and investigate the unearthed coffer. One of you might be standing on it, so just right click on the floor next to you. You'll get a mysterious letter. So when that pops up, just close that. Next, we're going to head to the command center and speak to Duchess Alba. Choose option 1, talk to Duchess Alba. Then option 2, what's your beef with King Rold? And choose any option. Then option 3, that's all for now. So next we're going to head over to the workshop and speak to Rodney. Choose option 2, link a clue to Rodney and link the Scorched Will. Go through the chat with him. Once you've linked the clue, go ahead and speak to him again. Choose option 1, talk to Rodney. Then option 2, ask about Ella Maria. And then option 3, that's all for now. So next, go ahead over to the well and speak to Ella Maria. Choose option 1, talk to Ella Maria. Then option 2, I heard you were once friends with Bianca. And option 4, that's all for now. After you finish speaking to Ella Maria, Asta will speak to you and ask you if you're ready to gather. Choose option 1, yes, I'm ready. Once the cutscene starts, just hold down spacebar and go through the chat. You will have 4 options where it doesn't matter what you choose, so you can just pick any that you want or just choose a random number. It will ask you to identify the murderer. Choose option 5, Bianca done it. And then go through all the chats. When you get control, go to speak to King Rold and choose option 1 to end the banquet. You'll be back in the town hall. Go ahead and speak to Asta. Choose option 1, talk about murder on the border. And then you can choose any option. Go ahead into the kitchen to the east and speak to Rodney. And then choose any option for him. And that is quest complete. So for completing this, you will get 1 quest point, a construction XP lamp that gives 8,000 construction XP, a prismatic XP lamp that gives 3,000 XP, the ability to build all 3 tiers of the fort 4 in 3 kitchen, and 2 treasure hunter keys. So that's quest complete and well done.